Hello and welcome to Marwell Manor, a small but well equipped dairy and arable farm on the south coast. So if we go over in our farmyard, you'll see we're well equipped for the size farm we've got here. It's not very big at the moment, but we're always looking to expand. Got a very small herd of cows in here. We've only got 20 at the moment. Just supply a little milk every now and then. Keeps us with a little bit of manure and slurry as well. We haven't long taken over the farm from the previous owner. We've just got a very small field here for the cows. We have got a sheep field here as well, but at the moment we've not gone to sheep. I'm not a big fan of sheep. They're either dead, dying, or looking for ways to escape, so that they can stay off the farm for now. So when we took over the farm, it came with a field which is now ready to harvest. We've got one bare bit of ground and a grass field. The grass field is in need of attention because we have absolutely no fodder left for the cattle, so we need to get on and get that sorted as soon as possible. Machinery wise, we run a bit of a mixture here, all good modern equipment though. So we start with what we've got in our shed here. We've got our 6-furrow Vogel and Newt plough on a John Deere 6215R, equipped with Green Star. All our tractors have GPS on them. We're not sort of led to one brand here. Our biggest tractor of the fleet is our Vulture in here, again fully GPS equipped. This one's around 270 horsepower. Does most of the drilling and any of the heavy work that we need doing. So we run a John Deere combine, equipped on fairly wide tyres for least compaction. We've also got a little N-series Vulture, about 170 horsepower here. That one also has a loader on it most of the time. It's just not on there at the moment, as we've taken off ready to do some baling. Got our cultivator in here as well, and our little Polaris. Sorry, not Polaris, Mahindra. Always get them the wrong way around. So what we've got planned at the moment, let's hop in and show you what I've got to do. We have got more machinery in some other buildings, we'll leave that for now. So up here we've got a field in need of ploughing, one of our biggest fields that we own currently. The field on the left here came to us as bare ground. It's in need of ploughing before we put a new crop in here. So that's why the 6215 is all hitched up on the plough ready to go. That will probably be coming off there for some of the next jobs we've got to do. We've got a field of barley here ready to combine, which we'll have to get on with fairly quickly because we need the straw for the cattle as well, so we've got no straw left. So we've really got two urgent jobs. One is the straw, which they can live without if necessary for a few days. However, the one they cannot live without, you see our loader is parked there, they can't live without feed. We need to have a look and see what our grass is doing down here. And we've got our grass field here, which luckily is ready to cut. So this is one we need to put our sort of energies into at the moment. I think we're going to be using the Vulture to harvest this, or cut this field. The bigger Vulture that is, not the little one. If you run front and rear mower combination, then the little one will struggle a little bit with that. So we better open our shed up with the mowers in. So all our equipment is in here, and in the top barn up there there's some of it as well. So we only feed them on silage, we don't do TMR or anything like that. So we need this one off our drill, because that won't be needed for a little while yet. Went for metallic green when we bought this tractor, because there's something a bit more unusual. Front weights can stay in here. Have to have that off, because otherwise we can't get the front mower on, funnily enough. So when these were put in here, they're put in there with the N series, so it may be a bit of a tight squeeze with this one to get it out again. Might have to have a bit of a shunt to get around there, but may go round in one. Not quite. It's a bit of a tight doorway, this one. There we go. So all the Vultures have got reverse drive on them, but it's very unlikely we'll ever use it. So we don't really need butterfly mowers at the moment, so we've just got front Lily and raccoon mower here. So some of the tracks around here aren't overly wide either, so it's a little bit easier to get around with some of them. Alright, let's get that one fired up. Let's get this a bit further in the field so we aren't going to hit anything as that unfolds. Got all set up properly on the headland management system so we can raise and lower everything at once. So the wide tyres aren't ready for this job, they're small for drilling on this tractor. There is the option to take on a little bit of contract work locally to earn some extra money as well. So we'll go around this field a couple of times with this, probably 3 times I'd imagine. Give us plenty of space. Quite a large field, this one. What we'll probably just do at the moment is get some headlands off here, so they're cleared for us to turn on. Don't want to get too close to the hedge in case there's any wire or anything sticking out of it. We'll do our mowers a lot of good. So we've got the N series all set up ready to do the baling. I have to just take off the baler and put the rake on, however. So we leave the mowers on this one for now. There's lots of grass in this area. At the minute we currently just own 3 fields. As soon as we start earning some money, there's the scoop, we can expand. We're looking to expand into root crops on this farm as well. We do own a root drill currently, so we're looking at some sugar beet maybe to start with. We don't own any harvesting kit at the moment, so that maybe contractors do that. We may buy our own. Certainly won't do a very big acreage of it to start with. Quite a nice tractor, this Vulture, how it's set up. So 3 tractors on the farm at the minute. At some point we may look into getting a telehandler. At the minute the N series does all the lifting we need. So we use bin storage for the grain, not the grain stores currently. However, once the cropping area expands, we may have to look into tipping on the floor, and then at that point we'll have to get a telehandler. So I don't think we'll be able to get a big enough bucket for our loader. Or not at least a big enough one to be effective. It'll take too long to load trailers. So we may have to have a word with the AD plant in the area as well, because there may be a chance that we can grow some maize silage for them for extra income. Need to explore all the options to us. Just square the corners off a bit more this time. Let's have a look from the outside, see how we're looking. This will hopefully give us a little bit of grass to get going with. Fortunately, the fields have not been fertilised this time round. Sort of took the farm on too late to be able to do it before the crops were ready to harvest, which is kind of spoiled it a little bit. There's a lot of crops ready to harvest in the area as well. I haven't seen a lot of signs of the combines in the area, so whether there's contractors working, I don't know. We aren't running the tractor on GPS at the moment. Don't know if we will or not whilst we're mowing grass. Certainly a lot of green sap in the grass looking at ours. At least with these wide tyres we know we're doing minimal damage to the soil structure. That's another good reason we've got the front mower, we're not going to run too much grass down that way. I'm not putting a road roller through the grass if not on these. We've got white rims, so we might lose this in the field if everything was green. A lot of pollen and dust coming off this grass at the moment. Just once we get some of these baled up on hand wrapped, we'll have some silage for the cows to go out again. Still want them going hungry. That's our only source of income until we start harvesting our barley field. We have got plans to build the herd up as funds allow. We're going to need to get hands on small land first before we can do too much to the dairy herd. 20 cows isn't a great amount. I don't think 2 rounds is going to be enough for us to turn on sensibly. That could be much more than 2 rounds in some places on here. I feel it gets a bit narrower in places up the other way there. A nice sort of steady 21, 22 kph forward speed. So I'll get 3 rounds off down here, so it could be a small narrow bit through the middle of this then. Just a few bits here and there, but we'll get used to these mowers eventually. Might end up using the GPS yet. Headland management makes it easier where we can live both at once for one function. If we take on more grassland, we will of course look at improving our mower setup. Going for triples at that point. Unless we decide to get a contractor in with a big M by that time. So we know there's one working locally. I'd rather try and keep as much as we can in-house though. An awkward shaped field, this one. That's probably why that was grassed all those years back. So I think we'll do is park this up in the gateway down here. And get back down to where we came in. Walk back across and get the end series on the rake. See how many barrels we can get off this as we do it. But that will be in the next video. So we'll turn that one off. And that one off. We'll just park this up over here out of the way. I think we can get into the field through that rough ground anyway, if we need to. The tractor's got a little bit grubby on the wheels now after cutting all this. So we've got our headlands down now. So we now need to go and get our rake. But that's where we're going to leave it for this video. Enjoy me again in the next one when we'll be carrying on with our grass, get the headlands raked up and see if we get it baled and wrapped. Ready to start feeding our cows as soon as it's fermented enough. So I'll say thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video and I will see you next time. Goodbye for now.